Hi, I'm Sovsun. I'm a member of parliament from Ukraine. I'm now here in Berlin in the Café Kyiv. Again, this is a huge event here in Berlin dedicated to Ukraine. And of course, when the event was planned, we didn't know the context in which we will be meeting here. The context has changed over the past, well, literally 10 days. We are now in a very complex geopolitical situation where it's difficult to understand how things can go from here. But I do think what is critically important for everyone in Germany to understand is that the situation is very fragile right now, that it is a situation that does require very quick responses. I understand that here in Germany it is more difficult right now because you do have the interim government and waiting for the new government to be formed. But I do think that it's important to feel this urgency of the situation that we're in and the need for rapid responses as much as possible. Because the situation is very fragile, we can't rely on American aid, neither Ukraine nor the European Union any longer. So we have to get together to come up with the solutions for our joint security, where both Ukraine, Germany, the EU all together can stand united against the common enemy. It's not just the security situation in Ukraine that is very fragile. Ukrainian energy system has been severely hit, including over the past couple of days. And I know it doesn't get lots of media coverage. And I know that people kind of feel a bit relaxed because Ukraine managed to go through the winter without major blackouts. It doesn't mean, however, that the situation is okay, because the situation remains very difficult in terms of energy security in Ukraine. And it became even more difficult because the Americans pulled out not just the military aid, but also the aid to the energy sector, just like any other aid, including medicines that they were helping buy for Ukrainian children. But in energy specifically, there were huge support in terms of buying equipment, helping us fix, repair the equipment that has been damaged because of Russian attacks. It's all gone now. And we very much hope that other countries, particularly Germany, that has been extremely helpful in terms of support to Ukrainian energy system, that they will get together and manage to fill in the gaps that were created by Americans pulling out. It's a big ask, but the situation requires it. And we very much hope that people will get there, will understand what are the main gaps left by the Americans, and we'll be able to help with that. One of the issues is, for instance, district heating. Americans were doing lots in terms of helping the cities to prepare for winter, and now it's all gone. We don't have any other support, so it's important that other countries can pitch in, make sure that Ukrainians are prepared for the next winter, and live in more or less decent conditions, regardless of how the military situation will continue. So we would very much appreciate German aid in this sphere in particularly, and hope it can be delivered as soon as possible.